Have you ever wondered how many people around you are actually millionaires? We all have our own ideas about how many people are truly wealthy, but the real numbers will come as a bit of a surprise. And if you're not quite a millionaire yet, or if you're not quite where you want to be financially, stick around. By the end, we'll cover some powerful and critical steps to help you start building wealth and get your own financial snowball rolling. To begin with, a millionaire is defined as someone who has a net worth of $1 million or more. This means that the total value of their assets, including their home, vehicles, retirement accounts, and bank savings, minus any debts, equals at least $1 million. It's worth noting that this figure can vary widely, with some millionaires having net worths of $2 million, $10 million, or even $100 million. A recent study by UBS Wealth Management reveals that there are more than 22 million millionaires in the United States. Surprisingly, this figure surpasses the entire population of Florida, and the number of millionaires continues to grow. For context, the total U.S. population is approximately 346 million. This means that about 9% of American adults are millionaires, which shows just how many people have managed to build up a solid amount of money across the country. Recent increases in millionaires has a lot to do with factors like the strong stock market, the explosive growth in tech, and especially recent spikes in real estate and personal home values. For many people, investing in the stock market has been the primary driver of their wealth. This is especially true for those who have made substantial contributions to their retirement accounts, which have benefited from the power of compounding over a long period. Similarly, homeowners have experienced substantial gains in their property values, especially if they've owned their homes for more than just a few years. In many markets, home values have surged, really increasing those net worth numbers. So, roughly 9 out of every 100 adults, or almost 1 in every 10 people you might pass on the street, have a personal net worth of over $1 million. It's surprising to think that on a casual trip to the grocery store or walking down a busy sidewalk, about 1 in every 10 people you see has managed to achieve this milestone. They're usually not the ones in flashy sports cars or luxury SUVs, either. Instead, they tend to keep things low-key, often driving older, well-maintained cars that are built for reliability rather than show. When it comes to style, they opt for casual, comfortable clothes, often without any designer labels or logos, and you won't see them covered in flashy jewelry or expensive watches. Many prefer practical, everyday items that let them blend in rather than stand out. They're certainly not the ones boasting about their income, the extravagant vacation they took last year, or how they never have to worry about money. Millionaire status feels like something rare, and it's easy to assume that most people don't reach that level of financial success. But in reality, the US now has such a high concentration of millionaires that you're likely crossing paths with them daily without even knowing it. Charles Schwab's 2022 Modern Wealth Survey gives us a closer look at what being a millionaire really means these days. While technically, hitting $1 million in net worth qualifies someone as a millionaire, the survey found that the average net worth among millionaires in the US is actually around $2.2 million. So while $1 million is the entry point, many people with that millionaire label have way more than just $1 million. This is interesting since we sometimes automatically assume a millionaire is someone who has just about $1 million, but the term includes anyone with a net worth of $1 million or higher. And believe it or not, 1 in 10 people you see out and about might be sitting on a net worth that's well above that $1 million mark. Most millionaires are self-made, and they've built their wealth through a mix of hard work, education, and smart investing. Many of them start with humble beginnings and use their dedication and knowledge to create their wealth. They usually prioritize investing consistently. Whether that means routinely contributing to their retirement accounts, building a sizable real estate portfolio, or investing in a small business, they make it a priority and a long-term habit of investing in assets that will increase their wealth for many years to come. By making wise investment choices and taking some calculated risks, they've managed to grow their wealth over time. These same simple methods have worked for millions of people. The Federal Reserve found that the average millionaire is about 61 years old, which makes sense when you think about it. Most people build up their wealth over decades, working hard, saving, and investing steadily, rather than getting rich overnight. It usually takes time for all those savings and investments to really pay off. Many of us dream of building a fortune in our 20s or 30s, and while that's certainly possible, most people accumulate wealth through a slow, steady, and reliable approach. For most millionaires, hitting that 7-figure mark comes later in life, thanks to years of smart money habits, small and steady increases in income, the power of homeownership, and a whole lot of patience. Being a millionaire is still a big deal, even today when we often hear about billionaires and massive fortunes. Hitting that $1 million mark shows that someone has worked hard, made smart money choices, and was able to stick to their plan through many ups and downs, both economic and personal. This type of hard work and discipline isn't easy. It demonstrates years of determination, frugality, wise spending and investment choices, and the ability to resist temptation in regards to buying new stuff. Even though prices keep going up and living costs can be high, having a net worth of $1 million still gives you a lot of options that many people might not have. It can also be viewed as the starting point of creating many more millions in personal wealth. After all, the first million is the hardest to achieve. Plus, in a world where there are many people struggling for various reasons, including a lack of self-control, being a millionaire can feel like a real achievement and a point of pride. Of course, success looks different for everyone, and what really counts is finding financial stability and peace of mind, no matter what your net worth is. With $1 million in retirement savings, a retiree could reasonably expect to generate around $40,000 per year following the 4% withdrawal rule, a widely recommended guideline for sustainable retirement spending. Combined with Social Security benefits, this could offer a comfortable lifestyle, particularly for those with minimal debt and modest living expenses. While it won't support a life of extravagant luxury or constant travel, this amount can still provide substantial income, along with potential capital growth. If left untouched in an S&P 500 index fund, for instance, the investment could grow by about $100,000 annually on average, potentially doubling in value about every 7 years due to compound interest. The envious are quick to assume that those with substantial net worth simply inherited their money or came into it through some kind of windfall. However, these statistics are likely to burst that bubble of assumption. According to research from Ramsey Solutions, only a fraction of millionaires actually received an inheritance to help build their wealth. Just 21% of millionaires received any inheritance at all, and of those, only 16% inherited more than $100,000. Even more striking, only 3% of millionaires received an inheritance of $1 million or more. This data challenges the common myth that most millionaires are born into wealth, showing that the vast majority built their fortunes through their own financial discipline, savings, and investments, rather than relying on inherited money. Moreover, they usually don't have high incomes. Only 31% earned an average of $100,000 per year throughout their careers, and 1/3 never made six figures in any single working year. Looking to accelerate your path to becoming a millionaire? Start by considering homeownership if it fits your situation. Owning a home can be a major wealth builder for most people, as it combines benefits like equity growth, mortgage paydown, and property appreciation, giving your wealth a powerful boost over time. The Federal Reserve found that the average net worth of a homeowner is more than 38 times that of a renter. Next, steer clear of consumer debt whenever possible. While certain types of debt can be beneficial, borrowing often leads to overspending on things you don't really need, which can really slow down your progress. Finally, make the most of retirement accounts, especially if they're employer-sponsored and offer a matching contribution. It's essentially free money that can really add up over the years. It may be shocking, but nearly 1 in 10 people you see at the store, in restaurants, or at the airport are millionaires. While the word millionaire doesn't carry the same weight it once did, it's still a significant achievement that reflects dedication and long-term planning. More importantly, reaching that millionaire status often serves as a solid foundation for building even greater wealth.